Thank you very much. I'm here today to stand up for the small businesses in Maryland that have told us in government that they've had enough of a government that's constantly taxing them, increasing taxes, increasing fees, and making Maryland a really inhospitable place for them to survive. Maryland is struggling in so many ways, and we need to stop the onslaught of taxes that have gone on over the last 8 years. And with this election, we've seen a dramatic change in the electorate. They supported individuals who I think are sympathetic to the concerns of small businesses here in our state. And one of the first things that we are faced with is yet another tax increase. And so I'm proud to say that there's many of us in the legislature, Democrats and Republicans, who are working together to improve Maryland's business climate. We need to lower taxes in Maryland because we're in a competitive place. You know, Delaware, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Virginia are very close to our borders at any point in Maryland. And unfortunately, we're becoming less and less competitive to our surrounding states, and we're losing the economic activity that we need to make Maryland strong. This bill is just another insult to that, and we need to stand up together against it. There are special interests that are pushing this bill, and frankly, we need to look out for the special interests of the real Marylanders that show up to work every day and have to balance a payroll, and they employ people right in our communities. So I'm encouraging the members of the House of Delegates to resist any new taxes or fees, and I think it's time that Maryland has an opportunity to thrive and to change course from a place where taxes are raised easily to a place where we're looking to reduce taxes and get our business climate growing again so Marylanders can get jobs, pay their bills, and have a high quality of life. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Next, I'd like to welcome Delegate Bromwell to the podium for a few words.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Delegate Eric Bramall. I represent the 8th Legislative District in Baltimore County, and I'm pleased to be here to add a bipartisan opposition to this legislation. I was born and raised in a small business in Baltimore County. I consider myself to be one of the voices still left in the House of Delegates in the Democratic Party who is opposed to these types of taxes on services. It's just the wrong way to go. I'm proud that the House of Delegates hasn't pushed forward any significant tax increases. This coming at this time, I think, is problematic, and we're going to do everything that we can to support the small businesses in the state of Maryland and hopefully kill this bad legislation. So thank you all very much for having us, and we look forward to working on this. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to invite Delegate Adams up to speak.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm glad to be here in support of opposition to SB 190. I believe that no new taxes is not just a slogan, it's a matter of survival for many of our small businesses here in Maryland. I'm a small businessman myself from the Maryland's Eastern Shore, and I ran on a platform of low taxes and light regulation. People in my district demanded that when I came to Annapolis, so I'm here today to support opposition to this bill. You know, we have 1,100 brick and mortar small travel business agents that are going to be affected by this bill. I know how taxes affect the economy and how I do business, and I'm glad to stand in support of opposition. We had 8,000 small businesses leave Maryland over the last 8 years because of policies just like this, and we need to make a difference. This is a bipartisan opposition, and I look forward to continuing that support for you. Thank you.
I'd now like to welcome Delegate Mautz up to the podium.
Thanks, Eric. Good morning. My name's Johnny Mautz, and my district is District 37B. I grew up in St. Michael's, that's my home, and we're no stranger to the hospitality industry. The hospitality industry on the Eastern Shore has exploded. It's strong and thriving. But my opposition to this bill isn't so much for the hospitality industry as it is the small businesses on the Eastern Shore. That's our foundation. It's the backbone to our economy. If we want to grow our economy, we want to do things to encourage more small business, not increase the tax burden on them. That's what this bill will do. The ultimate effect is it will create a greater burden on small businesses like many of those on the Eastern Shore and benefit the big players in the industry. We need to do everything we can to protect our small businesses. That's what I ran on throughout the campaign, and that's what I intend to advocate for here in Annapolis. So we're going to work really hard to try to do what we can to stand up for small businesses. And this bill is only going to hurt our small businesses, and that's why I'm opposing it. Thank you. Have a good day.